What's going on, man? Y'all know what the time it is, man. This is Sunday. Sunday. It's a Snap Judgment show here on NX100. As we start the show, these are things I want to prepare you for Thirst Thoughts. These are 10 tips to make sure that you have a successful business. The first one is be passionate. Be passionate on the things that you do. It's because there's going to be a lot of people who's going to believe in what you're doing and people who's not going to believe in what you're doing. But if you're passionate in what you're doing, listen, there's going to be people who's going to doubt you. There's people who's going to believe in you. But if you believe in the doubters, then you're not going to succeed on the things that you're doing. That's just a part of life. All right. Number 2, don't be alone. You could do it alone, but it's just going to take a longer processes for you to get there. Form a team. Get people in positions to help you where that you're lack at to make you stronger than what you're doing later in life. Trust me, you'll get there faster. Any successful business, when it comes to P. Miller, Bad Boy, Rockefeller, they formed a team to get themselves right. Now, when the money start coming, that's when situations start coming. So you start planning and understanding situations before that money comes. So you understand that if money do come, this is the route I want to go. This is the route you're going to do. And form a team that you're all a part of what you're doing and that you're building, you believe everything that you're doing. Listen, start while employed. It's not bad for you to work and start the thing that you believe in. A lot of people want to build a business but don't want to work. You have to have the work to have the finances and the situation that you're going to do to pay for the things that's going to get you there. Things are not free. Like I keep saying on the Snap Judgment show, opportunities do not come to you. You have to go out there and get the opportunities. So stay employed, because for you to build a business, it costs money. It has to have money. So if you are employed, it will help you get further in life and help you build your business and help you learn the situations on rock bottom and to the top. That's just the format. Number 4, get clients and get people, customers. Make sure that they believe in what you're doing. It's because if you don't want them to believe in what you're doing, you got to make sure that they believe in what you are doing. So like I said, get customers and clients who can help you get that platform to the situation and help them to do to what they're doing. You have to realize in life that it takes steps. It takes a team to build a village. You know, we always say that, like I said, we got to change the format on how we talk and how we're saying it, because it's a new generation now. Our old folks, we was raised right but taught wrong. So on how they taught us, it's not wrong. So it's a new generation now. So if you want to build with the new generation, you got to get with their lingo, get what they talk, get what they're doing, and make sure that, hey, y'all might be an OG, but teach me what you're knowing as the same way you teach me as where we're going. It's the only way we're going to evolve. This is how every other culture rocked and how every other culture prevailed to be to where they at right now. We're so independent on what we don't have and what we didn't have. Now that we got it, how are we going to share it with each other so we have that same knowledge? Number 5, write a business plan. Write a plan on something that you're going to do, something that you're going to evaluate, so you know that 6 months from now, did I involve or did I lose? Trust me, in this game of life, you're going to lose certain things in life. That don't mean that you're a loser. That means you're learning on how to be a winner. That's just a part of acumen. That's a part of somebody being successful. Had to learn from that the same thing. Stop thinking everything you're doing is right. You're going to have some criticism and some things you're doing and doing to get to where you're going. That's just a part of growing. Understand that? Number 3, do your research. Do the research on what you're doing. See who's number 1. See who's number 2. See who's number 3. You're at the bottom as you're starting. That don't mean nothing. But like I said, if you build your plan, you see yourself from 6 months to 9 months into a year. See where you stand at from last year from your competition. This is how great businesses, people build great success on. They did their research on location, on what they're doing, where they at, and where am I at now. So I know how to build from that. You're going to take losses, but trust me, if you do more losses than wins, then you might have to reevaluate the things that you're accomplishing and the money that you're putting in your journey. Get professional help. Everybody in the world acts like they know everything or did everything because how they was raised right. But trust me, in this world, everybody came from different backgrounds. Everybody came from different ethnics. Everybody came from different cities, states, and all that. So if you're not around people who's not going to make you better, then only thing you're going to do is be stagnant for the things that you learn around you. If you're from the hood and you're from the ghetto, then only thing you're going to learn is anything from the ghetto. You got to learn, and it's good to expand your mind, expand your value, the people around you, because that's the only way it's going to be greater. Learn from people who got there, is because when the experience comes, it's like being a student to the teacher. You listen to the teacher, so it's the same thing of being somebody who's been in the same business, where they're going to teach you the wrongs and the right. It's like telling your child something that they're going to do before they do it. Then when they do it and you tell them about it, guess what they're going to say? Dad, Mom, man, you was right. Why? Because you experienced that. Teach the experience. Communicate with each other. So the way we're going to grow. Number 8, make sure the money is lined up. That goes back into what I said. Start while you're employed. That money that you work for, stop spending that money that you're working for on Jordans, your hair getting done, your nails getting done. Listen to them. The people who look like they don't got money are 9 times out of 10 the ones who got money. The ones who sitting here looking like they got money, 9 times out of 10, the way our culture is, they're broke. Because why? They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're trying to keep up, make it look like they got what you're going, but learn how to play the game. Every game that you play, whether you played Nintendo, Sega, PS2, 2K, it don't matter. You have to learn the game first. And once you master it, guess what? You try to learn a new game. That's the same thing in life. Life is about a game, but you got to know which game you're playing. Stop playing chess. Chess is for broke people. I'm a checkers. Chess is for real people, because why? It's a mind, man. Money don't it changed the world, but it helps you, but it doesn't make you the person that you are today. Your decision making that you do in life will make sure when you get long in life, people understand, I see that person. I see their visions. I see what they're doing. They ain't have to have money to do that. They will help you. Money will comes when you start changing your circle. Number 9, be professional about everything you do. Believe in everything you say. Have confidence. Stand up with your chest. Don't doubt it. If a person doubts you, then guess what? You're going to doubt yourself, because they don't believe in what you're believing. Make sure that product is real. Make sure what you believe in is true. You're going to have 10 no's before you get that one yes. But that don't mean that your idea isn't real. That means your idea isn't the truth. It just means they don't believe in it. They might see something that you've seen before. Listen to music. Music changed so much, but it evidently is the change. This music nowadays that we listen to now was underground. And the music that taught us about politics, that taught us about life, was the mainstream. Now it's switched around. Why? Because they want us to believe that all this garbage that we're speaking, this negativity and stuff, is the mainstream. It's really not. You know, we might sit here and we look at NWA and Salt and Pepper and everybody who did things, but they really was Salt and, Public Enemy. They was really talking about things that was going on in the ghetto. And since we know that we was believing that, they turned that out. They said rap wasn't going to be around for a minute. They said it was going to last long, because back then it was nothing but rock and roll and R&B. But now I don't hear no rock and roll anymore. R&B done turned to a sex turn now. Now it's all about, what can she do? What can she do? What can she rock? What can I do? Come on, man. It's not about love anymore. It's why the whole system done turned it so we turned against ourselves. Why? Is because negativity is like what we like, is what we expect. I'm going to get a lot of likes, but I'm guaranteed there's going to be a lot of people who don't agree with what I'm saying. Why? Because I'm talking positive. But if I guarantee if I talk negative, I'm going to get 100 likes, 1,000 likes. Stop doing things on this internet and stuff for likes and for people to understand what you're doing. No matter what you do in life, there's always a negative to that positive. Everything in life. So make sure y'all believe that. And number 10, get the legal and tax issues corrected from by far. You don't want to get sued for something that you believe in. It's because somebody did their homework and they've been in the game for a long period of time. They say start. It's better late than never than start and thinking that you know everything. Make sure you get your team together. Make sure you get your team straight. These days, you cannot get back today. Once today is gone, it's done. Make sure that the next day is corrected, and make sure that you're prepared for the next day. That's what life is about. It's not all about having who got the nice car, who got the nice house, who did this, who did that. That comparison stuff gets us in trouble. And this is why we at in the boats that we are right now. If you can't afford it, don't get it. Trust me, because when you get it, you're going to appreciate it. Work hard for it. I remember when I was growing up, when I didn't know a word, my parents and my people told me to go get a dictionary. There was dictionaries in homes back then. Now everybody Google, and they go that Siri and everybody to tell them what the word is. Who is she? What voice she come from? How she know something I don't know? Why? Because they set us up for failure. They want us to sit here and just learn stuff by being lazy. You better get up, get out, and do something. It's because opportunities do not knock on your door. Opportunities do not come in the mail. Opportunities come out there when you go out there and do something. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Lost it, forgot it, got it again, came back on trail. But guess what? My birthday was Thursday. I turned 45 and I'm still out here trying to get it. Out here still trying to get it. Why? Because that's just life. Stop being stagnant on what you want. If you want something, only person that believes in your dream is yourself. So as we go into the Snap Judgment Show, man, like I said, man, we appreciate everything that you go on in life. Happy New Year. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns and Aquarius who came out there. We're here to celebrate life. We're going to do this together. We was raised right, taught wrong. But together we can, together we will. But it takes all of us to combine as one unit. Believe in each other. One person might know something that you don't know. But you're going to grow together. You know what I mean? Until we come back, you already know what it is, man. NX100, Snap Judgment Show. Love y'all. One love.
Every time I fall, shit gets bad, 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 bad. Said some shit, now I bitch you up, got you mad, 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 mad. But I need you to understand that was never in the plans. So can we try this shit again? You know we're more than just friends. I've been hurt before, and I'm tryna let it go. Be patient with me, babe, 'cause I don't wanna see you walk away. I know you wanna do you, and that's fine. Don't need a bitch who's tripping all the time. But baby, I promise it's not what you think. Let me explain, let me pour you a drink. I told you I'm scared to love, but you worth it, so I give it up. Know you tired, we both had enough, but I'm damaged, I'm covered in blood. I just need somebody that's patient. Fuck it, let's do it, I'm tired of waiting. 'Cause it ain't just so that I'm chasing. I'll be damned if you found a replacement. 'Cause I love you better than she. Cut them hoes and come back home to me. Loyalty in my heart guaranteed, but it feel like I'm stuck on repeat. Take it easy on me. Baby, take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Easy. Bear with me just like Tiana. I know my temper is hot as a sauna. Plus what we got, it ain't nobody business. You know I'm too cool to be stuck in the drama. I'm sorry I came at you with all my bullshit. I just can't be out here looking foolish. I've been hurt to the core, I know it's not your fault. I wanna trust you, but I'm in the dark. Please tell me that you understand. But if you don't, then I understand. I get it. I'm just trying to show you I'm different. So let me be clear and specific. Don't want you to leave, I'm already feeling the distance.
Final Score Entertainment, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. It's your boy Tito Mom, 1 2 1 2. It's tax season, the new year, and these boys doing the most. Travel all around the world just to rep my coast. Went from rock, paper, scissors, see who carry the toast. When you this lost to Menards, just slide with the host. It's like the whole game different. All these lames winning, but I don't throw shade, I just hope y'all know the difference. Pray to God deliver he and show him the light. If he could admit that he's wrong, I can show him what's right. It's like I see the bigger picture on my vision board. Instead of trying to hate on mine's hooking, you can vision yours. You're thinking different bras, man, I'm thinking different sauce. Cooking while my daughter do her homework on the kitchen floor. Youngin', it's a different war. You thinking black on black crime, I did county, state, and fed time. They take care of me and mine, that's why they can't see me on an off day. My inner boss gassing me like dogs on floss, Ray. My conscience like it costs, Ray. You know the game ain't fair, you know when all else fails, you know the team ain't there. You done sent kites home and never got a response. I'm talking scribe after scribe and they ain't right back once. But it's cool though, Niggas still crew though, but I'ma go solo, we the black menudo. Niggas like kudos to you, bro, but all this shit you know, it be no time before you blow. AP's who blows, presidential iced out Nouveau. Then watch me fade to black like Nouveau. It's Tito, remember Nouveau? Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Tito Montana. Moving on new territory, acquiring nobody's approval. I rep a small town upstate New York, about an hour and 15 minutes outside the city, Poughkeepsie. Check it, nobody supposed to be here. Deborah Cox, how about with the hammer cock? Fresh about the slammer, running bammers off my grandma block. Trying to duck the cameras, fiends lurking, they demand a rock. 12-hour shift, hit the switch, then my man a rock. Water by the gallons, whole hood tweaking.
Next 100. Stand up, get it pop right now. Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
Number one station for hip hop and R&B.
You know what the deal is.
ATL's Next 100.
You know what it is, boys? Your boy JThurst of the Snap Judgement Show, man. We back, man. Listen, to all those Capricorns and Aquarius out there, man, salute to you. You would have made it to another year here in life. If you woke up tonight, today, this morning, guess what? Man, thank life because somebody did not wake up. So this is another day for you to get yourself right, get your journey right, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So every day that you wake up, man, stop complaining, stop worrying about it. You woke up another day, man. This coronavirus has really got everybody shook up in trouble. But as I did my research, you know, there was like 65 million people who passed away this year from January to January, from 2020 to 2021. That was just off of COVID. But remember, back then, it was 57 million people who died for just of the flu. So what they did was just replace the flu with the COVID. So if you're not paying attention to what's going on, man, watch the news, man. Stop watching Lifetime and all this other stuff and start watching news and paying attention to the CNN and stuff like that and start making your own comparison. It's because this is how they compare us. Remember when Tupac said, I'm a thug of a thug and everybody want to be a thug and all this stuff? Listen, the meaning of a thug is somebody who does not obey the law. People who do things that do not want to listen to other things. And this is what's us. So if you want to claim that you're a thug, then guess what? You're going to be labeled as a thug. You're going to get locked up. You're going to do that stuff. Why? Because you say, I'm a thug. We all want to listen to what other people doing, but listen to the titles that you give yourself. I'm from the hood. I'm from the ghetto. Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm from Roxbury, Boston. Like I said, these are hoods that a lot of people don't get. I'm from the hood. That don't mean that I am hood. These are people that are in the hood who are striving to be something better than what they are. Just because you make a mistake and you got caught, this is when people start giving that title to you and start and labeling you. And if you believe that title, then guess what? You're going to continue to act like that. These are people who are on top of the world right now, from Donald Trump to everybody who did bad things but didn't get caught. But now that they're in the limelight, they got caught. Now we sit here wondering why the system don't work. The only thing we want in the system is we want to get treated equally. You making it seem like everything that we've written with laws came abiding for us. We didn't come over here. We ain't asked to be here, but we here. We want to be just as rich, just as successful as you are. We want our families to grow and blow just like you are. Give us the same opportunity. We work just as, matter of fact, we work harder than y'all, but don't want to give us that credit once we are here. This is what Snap Judgement is about. SNAP stands for self-knowledge always has power. The only way I believe in myself is all the mistakes that I made in my life. Yes, I made mistakes. So as the Snap Judgement grows, listen, let me tell you from get-go. I'm a 4-time felon. I'm $50,000 was back in child support. So the things that I'm growing right now, I'm not sitting here talking like I'm perfect. So when I get to where I'm going, you're going to sit here and throw these accolades against me. I'm letting you blow and letting you know who I am from the get-go. So once I get there, you believe in me because I have the same ambition and the same life as you have. So what, you made a mistake? So what, they said you couldn't vote? So what, they said you couldn't have a gun when you're a felon? I have a gun permit and I'm a felon. I was able to vote. I have a passport. Stop listening to what people tell you and start doing your research on life. It's because when somebody tells you something, you believe it, then guess what? You roll with it. All these accolades that we're doing in life, we have to realize that they're only doing that for the ones who didn't do their research, for the ones who don't read, for the ones who don't pay attention to what's going on. I'm a black man from the city whose mother raised a single son on her own because my dad died 2 months after I was born. They always say I'm a great father. I'm only a great father because I never had a father in my life. So the only thing I'm doing is giving my kids the things that I missed in life. Yes, I mess up. It's a part of life. You're going to mess up when you're 90. You're going to mess up when you're 70. You're going to mess up when you're 50. So what? That's what life's about, learning from your mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes over and over and over. Like I said earlier, yes, I have felonies, but they're two different. They're all felonies are different. That means I learned from the first one, but I got caught up again. Because why? Nobody sat me down and teach me and let me learn what's going on. Just because I had that don't mean I'm a bad person. But let society tells me I'm nothing. I'm a thug. I'm a felon. I ain't nothing. But let my people around me who follow Snap Judgment say, yo, you're an inspiration to me. You're a person who I can look up to. Why? It's because action speaks louder than words. We've been lied to all our lives. So when is it time for us to react and sit here and tell our peoples you was wrong for what you're doing? We was raised right and taught wrong. I had to literally sit down and talk to my mother and say, Mom, the way you taught me was wrong. Not saying what you taught me wasn't right. You just didn't know how to because how you was taught. It's how you say it than what you say when it comes to your parents. Because now I'm a parent. So I have to teach my kids different on what my mother taught me. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just called growth. Because I'm guaranteed other coaches do that. That's why they're so successful on when it comes for business, family, business, entrepreneurship. We're so caught up into busy. My family owned 4 or 5 blocks when I was growing up. But nobody in my family has a business where they control homes. They don't sell homes. Why? It's because they passed it down to people who really probably wasn't into it. They passed it down. So once they got to the money, either back in the then it was drugs or they just sold it for money. So they sold it for money, but they didn't keep it going. Nobody in my family own businesses now. And I'm keeping 100. You don't like it, so what? Keep it 100. This is what's wrong with us. We want to keep secrets until the world exposes us to what we do, and then we sit around here and let the world judge on who we are. We're letting social media dictate on what we want to do and who we are. And that's sad. Since 2021, I think I made like 2 posts, and the 2 posts was that I'm now here with IBNX, NX 100 Radio, and my birthday, because I had to learn to accept where people start judging you on what you post and what you say, and they will hold it against you. You're only being a criminal on social media. Everybody's sitting out here holding guns and holding money, and you ain't got no job, and then you wonder why when you get robbed or somebody, nobody ain't telling you, you're telling it on yourself. The best things right now is kept secret. Start watching movies that elevate your minds. Don't look for who's in it. Look for the message that come behind it, because every music that you listen to, every movie that you watch came from somebody's experience. So start recognizing on what it means to you and what we're doing in life. I want to go on to, like I said, I'm trying to give out $25 and see, like I said, I love music, man. I grew up on music. Music is the black people's culture of a Bible. This is how we express on what we're going, what we've been through, what we do in life. So I want to go on to name this tune, right? So what I want to do is, when you name this tune, after you name this tune, I want you, matter of fact, I'm gonna let my engineer play this shit real quick.
We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction. Get it for self-destruction.
All right. If y'all heard that, man, if these are things that was going on back in the 80s that we still suffering now. So since this is an easy interlude that you can guess, if you name me 5 MCs that participated in this song, give me a cash app, I will send you $25. Write me right now tonight. so the world can see, man, I'm not about this, man. This ain't no phony stuff. This ain't about no likes. This ain't about no comments. This is about getting real. It's about believing each other. I'm going to climb on your back if you climb on mine. Like I said, the things, if you listen to this song and know this beat, we are suffering and going through things right now that we still going on. So the things that you're doing right now is not new. It's old. It's just different people, different ways of saying it, but it's the same results. We still in trouble, man. And if we don't get ourselves together, we're not going to get ourselves right for our kids to be right. Just because you set your kids up for success don't mean they're going to be successful if the whole organization, the whole nation ain't right. They still going to eat them up. And if you don't prepare them for that, they in trouble. So as we go back, like I said, man, if you understand the name that tune, if you name me 5 MCs that participated in that song, at $7.50, I will cash app you some $25. You know what it is, man. It's your boy JThurst of the Snap Judgement Show. You already know what it is, man. NX100, man. I love y'all. One love.
Whoever thought I had my back against the wall like this? Try to sneak, try to kill me, take it all like this. Thank God I'm still alive, couldn't fall like this. On the ground, mind racing while I crawl like this. Could've been me, screaming, God, please don't take me out like this. Got my youngers out in Grady, ready to war out this. Fear no man, I was brought out like this. I ain't none of these niggas, I ain't telling shit. What's done ain't gotta be told, I move around like this. No more 6 shots, 100 rounds and clips. Eliminate bum bitches and get filthy rich. I swear I can't leave without it on me. A couple 2, 2, 3, so gon' run on me. It was hard to sleep, I couldn't eat for weed. It was a robbery, that bitch turned on me. Any nigga around me, turn them into bosses. Time to win, I swear I'm tired of taking losses. I'm tired to do it for my hood like Nip did for Slauson. When you hustle all day, get exhausted. I just left Miami with J Prince on mob shit. Niggas looking, bitches staring, don't be obvious. My brother Fatty is blessed, survive a car flip. Whenever nigga was down, see I could call him. Ain't too many round here like that. It get real like that. When you down to your last, they don't care like that. Keep it strapped with an extra clip. I tell my mama no more worries, I your extra safe. There's no more stressing no more. I gotta stay on pause. I double look my shoulders. I swear I ain't gone. Swear to God it won't never catch me slip again. I'm still alive, thank God for a second chance. Swear to God it won't ever catch me slip again. Pull my pants up, don't ever leave my grip again. I heard the enemies watching for my Instagram. I can never put my trust in a bitch again. Whole time I had a feeling it was awkward. Try to go on cop a pistol for the ops and shit. Got pop, homie came from behind and shit. In the hospital, tools on my nostril shit. See, I ain't eat for 10 days, shit was struggling. Baby mama came through just to tuck me in. Like a nigga on his deathbed, give me strength. For some reason, her vibe couldn't comprehend. Go through a nigga phone when I can't move. Instead of help me, rather fight me if it's up to you. This ain't the time to try to tell me where I put you through. When I get a little better, I'ma let you lose. My father wasn't always there, but he came through. My mama always here for me. Yeah, that's my angel. Gotta acknowledge this shit. See, I was born to win. Shout out to Justice shit. I can't forget you, kid. A couple of my family members ain't calling, check me then. But I ain't stressing them, cause God bless me. Yeah, it's on. Chopping in the Benz, on. Ain't no playing fair, on. They got me on my savage, don't they? Swear to God, it won't never catch me slip again. I'm still alive, thank God for a second chance. Swear to God, it won't ever catch me slip again. Pull my pants up, don't ever leave my grip again. I heard the enemies watching for my Instagram. I can never put my trust in a bitch again. Yeah.
Hi, this is Kim Swain. Join me every Tuesday and Thursday on We Are We Women's Network on IBNX Radio. Tune in for live music, inspiration, and educational community news. It's all about soul.
Yes. You know what it is, man. It's your boy JThurst, NX100, the Snap Judgement Show. Like I said, man, If you heard the show beginning, I played a sample of Name That Tune, man. I'm giving out $25 if you can name me 5 artists that was on that track. And I'm about to play this shit, play it real quick to understand. I mean, this is for my old school, so do your homework. You feel what I'm saying? These are the things that we're suffering now that I just want to let you do your homework, man. You know what I mean? Just want to go in there, man. And like I said, man, I want to give out to everybody out there who's out there watching sports, man. Whoever's out there watching sports, man, understand this has been a hard year of watching sports with no fans. I mean, it's hard for me because, like I said, man, I've been playing sports for a long minute. But stop looking at what happened and understand the meaning of what's going on. I understand, like, watching some of these teams. I understand, but some of these people that we deal in life, some of these people need accolades. Some of these people need an audience. These will let you know that who's out there working hard to create their craft so they can be better. LeBron James, man, listen, at first I didn't like you. First I didn't respect you. It's because they gave you on a pedestal, but guess what? You earned that. The same way I ain't like Kobe. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And it's not that I don't like you because I don't know you. It's just how they put people on pedestals without doing like research on you. Like I said, I'm a guy who studies the game, playing the game. I'm from New York. Like, we learn how to play basketball by doing the tennis ball between our legs, like being 100. So when I go out there, I can shake you, I can cross you over real quick. I mean, to me, everybody has their own opinion on life, and that's what life's about. But when we start putting negativity on each other and they start judging each other, this is where we get crossed up, when we get lost. As I say, some people, I want to definitely give a shout out to Steph Curry. Steph Curry became number 2 as a 3-point specialist, just past Reggie Miller, and he's going on to, he did it in less games than Reggie Miller did. But this is where I get confused and I pay attention to what's going on in life. We sit here and we say, who's the best NBA player of all times? And we always say Michael Jordan, or we say Magic Johnson, or we say Kobe, or we say that. But why do they create and do not say nothing about the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? And the reason why I say this, and you can back it up and say what you want to say, if these guys had so many 3-pointers, how come they didn't never lead the league in scoring? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar leads the NBA in scoring and never shot a damn 3-pointer. That's an accolade. That's something great. He's the only player that I know who won a championship in high school, college, and NBA, and MVPs in all of them. Why he's not mentioned? Why? Oh, why? Because he don't cross over and dunk on anybody? He got a move that can't nobody make. But we want to sit here and judge each other on what's going on and what they're doing. He led the league. He leads the league in points and scoring and did not score a 3-pointer. But we sit here and we give accolades to people. Work hard. I'm not downing the people who work hard to get to where they at. But let's stop shining ourselves and see who's the best president. Who's the greatest athlete to make us become who we are now? But we want to sit here and judge somebody. Why? Because we see here, if somebody posts they want to work out and do it, then that's fine with them. That's their accolades. They're going to attract people who wants to work out. I've learned when somebody say, somebody wants to be my life, somebody wants to be me, I don't think they want to be you. I think they want to be and have something that you have that they don't have. You know how many people have lost children this year? That they might like my life because why? I'm close with my children. So that means they want to be me. They might want to have something that I have. Somebody might like me because I'm close with my mother. They might not be close with their parents. That don't mean they want to be you. Stop thinking when people want to be you or they hating, it's because of a financial situation or a material situation. Learn about the things that you don't want in life. You can encourage somebody to change their life because they don't know how to change, because nobody's there to talk them through the life and situations. Just because you know somebody don't mean that you understand somebody. So if you don't understand that person, guess what? You really don't know them. There's a lot of people in life I had to learn back and sit back in 2020 since I'm gonna say I was incarcerated 2020. I've been in jail before. I know I've been on vacation before, but this was the first time I was in prison, but I was home and I was free. I could do what I want. But it made me sit home because there wasn't nothing going on in the world. We all want to go out to the clubs. You all want to go out and show out what we got and what we did as an accolade. But guess what? 2020 made you sit down because all these places wasn't open. All these places wasn't doing. I literally had a business before 2020, but it wasn't LLC. I just talked about it and did about it. 2020 made me sit down and made it illegal to the state now. Now I can start getting paid. Just because you got a business don't mean that you have a business running. How are you going to make money doing it? Engage your customers. Engage your business. I have to learn by myself. This is why I said, make sure that you have a team. Don't do it alone. Rockefeller taught me that. We look at Rockefeller, we looked at Jay-Z, we looked at Dame Dash, we looked at Biggs. They did their things and they helped other people become millionaires. Jay-Z said the most elegant line that I like in life, where he made more millionaires than a lotto did for black people. Kanye made $1 million. Beans made $1 million, but like he said, he was in his feelings. Dame made $1 million. Biggs made $1 million. Everybody in that crew made $1 million. Definitely have to give a big up to the man down there in Texas, man. No Limit, man. Like I said, I think you really the founder of that, but they want to give you that because of where you from. P. Miller. People might laugh about your shoes, might laugh about what you do, what your accolade, but when I seen that interview doing with Snoop, you were a real one, champ. You were a real one. Basically, you saved his life. It's because we sit here and we want to gangbang the things that we want to do. Start helping people when you see they got talents. Don't take them away. You know how hard it is for me to get up and go out here in this world. On my post, I post, I'm glad to see 45. I'm not a bad boy. I did bad things in life. I might have been in a bad time in life. I've been in bad situations, but I'm still here to talk about it. And that's not because I was a snitch or I was soft. It was all that. I've learned to trigger my way into a life of success. And I'm still out here trying to do it. I'm still here trying to maintain. I might be a millionaire, but I'm a thousandaire. But I'm getting up to be a million. I'm still striving to do that. And I'm doing that, raising 2 kids for the last 12, 13 years of my life by myself. Yes, I had a little bit of help, but you know how hard it is just to raise kids and raise children when you have a family? For the ones who out there who are locked up, who don't believe that there is a second chance out there, look at the Snap Judgement Show. I'm here, man. Some of y'all know me. Some of y'all know my peoples. This is not easy, bro. Life is never easy. But one thing I never forget is where I came from and where I'm going right now. Some people might not like what I'm doing. You don't like me? It costs you nothing. Pay me no mind. If you listen to the Jay's bars, he's really telling you about life. You don't like it? Pay me no mind. I see more blacks, less blacks on the higher I get up. Why? Because we're not teaching each other. Meek Mill got out because of Jay-Z. Why? Because he understands the thing that we're going through. He's up there with the Robert Krafts. This is the guy who owns a football of a dynasty out there. We have to sit out here and believe in each other. I make mistakes. When I make mistakes, I will call people and tell you, you know what? I'm sorry. Because why? I'm still growing in life. Stop thinking you know everything and going everywhere and learn to be yourself. I've learned in 2020 who I am and understand myself. And I apologize for those who I hurt on the process. Trust me, it wasn't personal. It was just business. But I know how to do business. So don't think it's personal. But at the end of the day, we have to show each other and tell each other, you know what? I'm sorry. But when I'm done with it, I don't say sorry twice because I'm not a sorry person. So learn to teach people on where you're going and let them understand who you are. So when you move on, they're not going to say that you're hating. It's not say you're growing. Guess what they're going to say? He's growing. He's doing something in life. I want you to understand, man, the tips in life, like I said, man, be passionate of what you're doing. I'm passionate what I'm doing. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but people think I've been doing it for longer than that. If you believe in what you're doing, it's going to take you farther because somebody's going to see it because they have the opportunity to take you to the next level. I appreciate Next 100 for giving Snap Judgement an opportunity. I forgive my management to give me opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it comes from y'all. Because why? Y'all understand me. Y'all know me. I don't do this for likes. I don't do this for comments. I do this because I was raised right, but I was taught wrong. All the things that if I knew back then I wouldn't be in the situation I am. So go out there and learn. Go out there and fuck up. Go out there and mess up. Because the only way you're going to learn on what you're doing. I don't regret being a 4-time felon. I don't regret for doing the things that I did, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Trust me. It's the only way you're going to grow from yourself or learning yourself is going through yourself. Understand it. You make the same mistake twice, you ain't learn nothing. So get yourself together. They say at 8 o'clock, we're going to go into a discussion. Can a good woman change a bad boy? Make him good. We're going to sit here and collaborate, and we're going to talk about that. But like I said, man, these are tips in life. If you want to be successful, we read on the Bible. Everybody reads the Bible, but the Bible didn't change so much. But who wrote the Bible? I have questions on the Bible. I don't mean that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a higher power. So I don't want y'all to think that. But why should I live on something that's already gone when I see things here in life that I see in my eyes and I can't believe it? Why can't I be the next God? Why can't somebody else be the next God? Why we got to follow on something and then there can't be a next? There always should be a next. If there's a king and he's died, there's a next king. If a queen dies, she died, there's a next queen. So why can't it be a next God? Why we gotta go on something that's dead and continue to be dead, and we have to believe on life during flesh? I like believing on life in reality, because I've been lied to all my life. I like to see actions. I want to see people do things. I want to see people change lives. I want to see people change things. You can talk about it all you want, but if your actions ain't showing, your walk ain't right. Like I said, this is Snap Judgement, man. This is self-knowledge always has power. That means I dealt with this during my situations in life, and I've learned by watching and observing. I done been here 3 decades. I done seen change, bro. And I done seen it. But guess what remains the same? People are still lying to front to be something who they ain't, and trying to be something that they think they want to be, and that's not them. And then wonder why things crashes in the long run, because you wasn't real with yourself. If you're not real with yourself, you're not real with everything around you. There's too many things out here in the world. Everybody comes from so many different accolades, backgrounds, cities, state. Come on, man. Real recognize real evidently. You're going to run into something real, it's going to test you. Why we ain't learning this in school? Why ain't we learning how to budget? How are we learning how to do stocks? How are we learning how to budget money so we do that? No, they want to teach you about the history. I don't care about what happened in 1667 that's not going on in 2021. Because it's not change. Shit change. We're not walking on rocks. We're riding in cars. Soon we're going to be hovercrafts. We're going to be flying. So what the hell I want to worry about a goddamn dinosaur on a fucking horse? I don't ride on no horse to get to where the hell I'm going. I use Uber if I ain't got no car. I use the bus. Let's keep it 100 in this world, man. Stop advertising what you do in the world. Back when I grew up, the TV shut off at 11 o'clock. After the news. And after 12 o'clock, beep, all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning. That means everybody was fucking asleep. They wasn't programming you to do shit. Now TV's 24 hours. They used to cuss and say ass and shit after 9 o'clock on HBO. Now they saying ass and shit 6 o'clock in the morning. Come on, y'all. Pay attention to what's going on, man. Y'all better grow up, man. This is what it's about. Teaching each other. Stop thinking your kids is gonna value. You better teach them yourself. So when that experience come, they will know how to handle it. This is what it's about. Teaching, evaluating. I don't care if a young person got something I need to know, guess what? I'm gonna listen to them. Teach me something. That's why LL lasts in the game so long. Why? Because he listened. He did his stuff. So guess what, man? He got more platinum than anybody, bro. And he did it consistently. Now he's on TV. Ice-T, you know what I mean? They use their craft to get something else. Stop using your craft. Stop using the easy way out. Sometimes you gotta go out there and work hard. And work hard to get it. Because at the end of that tunnel, man, success is gonna be better than anything. That's why I'm out here grinding, out here hurting, because of the accolades I've been through. And we're gonna come back and talk, like I said, we're gonna chop it up. And like I said, man, at $8.50, I'm gonna give away $25. If you name me 5 MCs who name that tune, man, I got y'all, man. Can a woman change a bad boy to be good. That's topic at 8 o'clock. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Snap Judgement. I love y'all, man. Keep going.
That probably take her. See, I can tell you by the way that she kiss me. She love him from a distance, but this time it's so different. This ain't how I envisioned. No, thought you'd be my missus, yeah. And too often go from yelling and beefing. I swear I'm going vegan. I feel our bond is weakened. We barely even speaking. Yeah, you give me reasons, yeah. I'll start creeping with the next bitch. I swear to God, had to send you to the exit. Ain't no more chillin', smoking, watching Netflix. Ain't no more building bonds like it's Tetris. When I move on, I swear you're gonna regret it. Always moving on, but girl, you're gonna forget it. You did me wrong, and now I gotta go get it. All I did for you, you better give me the credit. Yeah. Every loss is a lesson, and every lesson gonna turn it to a blessing. Don't want sending me no texts. I won't respond, but I hope you get the message. Nah, don't go looking for no loyalty. No, these people can't give you no honesty. It be the ones you go look out for. You turn your back, you gotta go look out. See, for. I can tell you by the way that she kiss me. She love him from a distance, but this time it's so different. This ain't how I envisioned. No, thought you'd be my missus, yeah. And too often go from yelling and beefing. I swear I'm going vegan. I feel our bond is weakened. We barely even speaking, yeah. You give me reasons, yeah.
While we waiting for the party to start, babe, we need a hot box in the car. No, she heard about you, baby, I'm a star. I'ma treat your body like it's art. Henny drinking lane, switching, skirting in my car. Never let them hoes go and tear us apart. Running through my mind, baby girl, you been a star. Through my darkest nights, baby, I know who you are. Different colors in the room, I'ma set the mood. Love the way you move, love the attitude. I know what you do, I ain't mad at you. Girl, I fuck with you cause you a better tune. Don't care what they say, want you anyway. Anytime and place, gotta marinate. All them other bitches that be in the way. I'ma make you smile, I'ma make a way.
See, I can tell you by the way that she kiss me. She love him from a distance, but this time it's so different. This ain't how I envisioned. No, thought you'd be my missus, yeah. And too often go from yelling and beefing. I swear I'm going vegan. I feel our bond is weakened. We barely even speaking, yeah. You give me reasons, yeah.
I gotta close the window before I record, cause New York don't know how to be quiet. Word. Stand up. Word. Third. Coochie down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa. Baby. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But when it out, she a silly hoe, cause she know the friggin' style getting plenty dough. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Kinda send it out, but I never go. Better put him in the dirt with the penny low. No tint out on my window, so you see a nigga shining in the Benzo. Holy, got me feeling like Jim Jones. I'm a pimp out, no limp out. Couldn't copy my style in Kinko's. Put in work, run up on the killer, then I put him in the dirt. Run up in the building, see me gon' squirt. That's what a nigga get when they getting on my nerves. I ain't lying. Lay him on the curb, ride on the killer who be coming that burn. Dang. Girl, you twerk that kitty, girl, make it turn. Put in work. Flacco, put him in the dirt. Fresh got the shovel, he gon' put him in the earth. Trinidad maniac with an all gon' hurt. Yeah, put him work. Schoolboy Q with a pound of the perk. So much work, he'll smoke up the earth. Polo brown, ASAP,
that ain't Kanye, no, that's Montana. Tell it, a loose cannon. He shot me, so I had to do it. Put him in the dirt. Put him in the first. I just saw her swimming with 10 homies on it. Her ass fat, you can park 10 Tahoes on it. When they mask up, coming for your ice. When they bed face, they coming for your life. Baby, don't break for me, break for the weak. I I'm drinking lean, it help me sleep. Illuminati, I'm for the streets. Never saw my body. We taking bodies.
Put in work. Put in work. Put in work. Put them in that dirt.
Shout out that motherland. 12 years old with guns in hand. They don't ask no questions, nigga. All they do is bang, bang, bang. They don't ask no questions. All they do is bang, bang. I said, I do this for them shotters. Trinidad, I love you. I do this for them shotters. Jamaica, I'm your brother. I know a bitch from VI. Yeah, that's my partner. You got a problem with it, then that's your problem. I fuck with Asian niggas, and I fuck with Migos. I fuck with Haitian niggas, all they speak is Creole. I said, all I speak is real. Y'all niggas might hate me, but that don't get no deal. I said, nah, that don't get no deal. I just not got my deal, but I've been getting this money. No green card in this struggle, immigration give you nothing but work, nigga, work, nigga, work, nigga, work.
Yeah. A lot of niggas die. Should've been from Hoover Street. No, I do not have a car, but I could buy one every week. Living like I'm 33. Mookie's like I'm 36. Shitbo's like I'm 28. Tacoma, no, I'm pushing weight. OXY, I'm in your state. Eating off your dinner plate. My heart live with Santa State. Super fly, I need a cake. Bitches throwing pussy back and forth, they on my dick. Passion dripping off her lip. She say she never had a grip. Put in work. All big booties make it twerk. All big titties lift your shirt. Show a player what you're worth. Yeah, put in work. Spray his ass in front of church. Deacon said I did my shit. The pastor said that nigga turn. Pop my collar on my shirt. Make these bitches go berserk. Shipping units, Captain Kirk. Taking Xannies, popping perks. Might not last, I'm bombing first. Turn your backseat to a hearse. Back to the lab with Mother Earth. Had to give young Ferg a burst.
A lot of homies tried, do the crimes. Homicide, driving by, popping nines. Pakistan, Columbine, out of line. Pistols walking, ride or die. Write a script, design a line. All I see is dollar signs. Want that pretty flocka? Ratchets, designer jackets. The same niggas who jacket. We the first who claim we faggots. My bitch is a movie actress. Side bitch want a beauty pageant. Got a chick that work at man, but I'm so damn fine, make a bitch look average. Woo. See my daddy in heaven, right next to Ferg. You know what's up, I'm throwing bucks, loaded Lux. Put in work.
Hey, what's up? This your girl Queen Quinn from the new show called Next Now Presents Next Up. We'll be bringing you segments like Questions from the 8 and Street Dreamer. Be sure to tune in Saturdays at 5 p.m. on Next 100 and Next 101, where we treat indies like majors. Powered by IBNX Radio Network.
ATL's Next 100. Listen. Next 100.
Touch that dial.
This boy, it's your boy JThurst, man, at NX 100. Like I said, man, at the top of the hour, I just wanted to go into a question was, can a woman change a bad boy good? I mean, it's been a tough question, but matter of fact, I want to ask my daughter. You know, I got my daughter. I always have her working is because, like I said, you try to build your children to be success. You want to make sure that what they get into, that they understand what's going on, not just give them the business, but don't know what's going on. No, I'm gonna say that you can sit here and find you want to. This is live radio. What's your difference? What's your definition of a bad boy? See what I'm saying? This is live. What's the difference of a bad boy? What's a bad boy to you? I'm gonna hear them. Say it.
I really don't know. Why would you ask me this question?
It's because we have to learn from women, from young women, on what's a bad boy. Some people think because you have a felon, some people because you do certain things that you're a bad boy. We do bad things in life is because sometimes we don't know how to judge ourselves when we get there. I'm going to answer that question in a little bit, in a little situation. It's like, man, you want to come on? You want to come on live, champ? Like, man, come on, man. Like I said, man, we live, man. We don't care about that. But can a woman change a bad boy good? I'm gonna tell you from a man's point of view, you can change a bad boy good, but you gotta have the right things in order for him to do that. It's because when it comes to a bad boy, it defines on what you want to know as a bad boy. Now, if he's a bad boy, like he's running the streets, he's a street dude. 9 times out of 10, if he's a street dude, he either has his mom or his dad that's really running, that's in his life, but not both of them. So right now, he's looking for that security to be that. For instance, if he's a bad boy and he's out here hustling, scamming, doing the things that he want to do, then there's 3 people that he don't lie to when it comes to these streets, when it comes to these habits. Number 1 is his lawyer. If you all watch Power, if you know these streets, 3 people you don't lie to is your lawyer's number 1. Number 2, you don't lie to your mother. And the 3rd person is his significant other or his wife. So you have to fill that void. Those are 3 people you don't lie to when you're out here doing bad things in life. So if he's a bad boy, then you gotta have at least some of them qualifications in the back for him to be good. He gotta make sure that he have security the same way we want security, you want security from a man. Just because he's giving you money and he's giving you that good, that don't mean that he's good for you. Let's keep it 100. We can get that from anywhere. Like, I'm old school. Like, we was humping at 12 and 13 years old, but these kids are right here really actually like having sex and really doing things. And let's keep it 100. Times has changed right now. Like right now, when our parents used to have us watch HBO TVs, they told us close our eyes. And when we closed our eyes, what we did, we peeked. We peeked at it. And they was doing, even though HBO ain't show everything, but they showed boobs and they showed the loving, the caressing. So guess what I did to go to school? I went to school the next week and try to kiss somebody, hug somebody, because if somebody confessed and caressed me the same way I just watched my family tell me to close my eyes to, that means she's feeling me. So that's the only way I knew that she was feeling me, is because she gave me what my parents told me to close my eyes to. Let's keep it 100. We was raised, like I say, we was raised right, taught wrong. But when we go out there and that girl, oh man, I like you, I care for you. Like, they out here rocking the mic at a young age. Like, you have to understand, I might sit here and say the explicit way you want me to say it. Like, I grew up listening to Candy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that song meant when I was singing it. As I got older, wow, that's what they was talking about. It's the same way of saying rocking the mic. You know what rocking the mic is. People wasn't doing that unless you was involved in a relationship. So you have to have that courage and that commitment and all that. So a woman can change a bad guy. It's like, to me, I always tell my people, a relationship is just like a job. And the reason why I say that is, like, the woman or the man that you pursue is a job. If you like that job, guess what you're going to do? You're going to stay there and you're going to do whatever you want to do to grow and to build in that relationship, right or wrong. So that job is that woman or that man. Now, when you pursue that job, guess what you got to deal with? You got to deal with the people around him or around her. And those are called his associates. Those are his employees or employers. So in life, guess what that relationship is? That's his or her friends. People who he or she deals with in life. And that's just a part of it. Now, the accolades is more of, the job is upper management. Upper management is that job is, if you want to get to the upper management, guess what you got to do? You got to ignore the associates. You got to know the people that's going on and to get to that higher level. And the associates in her life or his life is the parents. So the same way you question a job, how long that person been here? How long, what's the turnover rate? It's the same question you ask in a relationship. How many relationships you been in? Is your mom and dad together? Is your grandparents together? That will let you know how that job is. If that job has a high turnover rate, that job might not be good for you unless you're in there just for the moment. There's a lot of people who go to jobs and go into relationships just for the money. So if that person going to a job just for the money, he's going to a relationship and she's going to a relationship just for the piece of tail, just for the opportunity. But when the person goes to a job because they want something and do something for a relationship, a wifey or a hubby, he's looking for management. He's looking to grow. He's looking to file what he wants in life. So if that woman has her family together, everything around her together, he's willing to change that if she's willing to change for him when he needs to. I want to go into a situation before. I was young at this time, and I'm not gonna say no names and all this stuff but I was in a relationship, and I loved the woman I was with, and I was young. I didn't know what love was, but to me, it was because the job was good. She had a great family behind her. Nigga, support this. She had the support that I didn't have. So this is why I say it's like a job. When I went in her, man, we was 18, 19. We had our own cars. We had our own crib. I think she's probably the only person who I know who was 18, 19. Matter of fact, she was 16, 17, and she had her own crib and car. Like, she was leaving high school coming to her house. Kids nowadays don't even say it because they're still staying with their parents. But what I did was test her. I was hustling in the streets, and I was doing my thing, and I know she was good people. There was church going. I sat there, and I was, yo, bag this for me. Cook this up, bag it up. And she did that. Like, all right, cool. She did something that I didn't expect for her to do. And when my customers and people used to call, I sent her, and she do it. You know, we don't do that to be bad, but it was more like, I'm testing you to see if you're willing to do what I need for you to do. It was another situation. My brother was locked up. We was going to see him. I'm going down a highway doing like 70, 80 miles per hour. For those who know what a Mazda MPV van was, I had one of those, man. I had one of the nicest shit. Probably had rims and kitty on them, whatever. But I was cruising down the highway doing 80. A state trooper was on the other side going the opposite way. He looked me dead in my eyes, and I seen him. I was like, oh, man, I knew my license was messed up. I knew things was going up. So guess what I did? Put the car cruise control, told the woman I was with, go ahead and grab the control, go ahead and get the steering wheel. So at that time, I moved over, pulled over, and once the police pulled us over and got us, he was like, can I have your license and registration? You know, he pulled who I was with, license and registration in, and things was good. He came back, and you know what he said to me? He said to us, that was smooth. That was good. So like, what you talking about? Sir, I looked you dead in your eyes when you seen me, and he did. And said that was smooth. Glad you ain't wrecked. But the woman I was with never fetched, you know what I'm saying? He just gave us a ticket, blah, blah, blah. I paid a speeding ticket because back then they ain't had no cell phones or no video phones in their car to prove what he said. But when he pulled me over, she was on the passenger side. I mean, she was on the driver's side. I was on the passenger side. But when I was speeding, I seen him. And she held it down for a minute. And I want to get, those are the ones that you have to realize when you want to change a man or change a woman, make sure that you want to do it at the end, for the end. There's a lot of parents that we thought that they stayed together back in the days because of the kids. And that was the wrong way. Because once they got content of just staying there, they become old and stagnant. They didn't know what they want to do. So once the kids got old, they were so used to not doing anything. She become old now. She thinks she gets all the benefits, which is good. But that's the way that you don't want to do. You want to go out here and earn everything that you do so you can provide for yourself. So a woman can change a bad boy from my perspective only if she has the right tools for him to change. He's not going to change just because you gave him some money or you gave him some material stuff or you gave him some loving. He's not going to do that. He want to make sure he has security for him. So when he get locked up, or he does anything bad, or matter of fact, he passes away, he making sure everything is good, is passed on for generations. We all want change in life, but we got to make sure at the other end is done right. When that man gives his daughter away to another man because basically he's changing, her name is changing to this guy, he want to make sure he has all the right credibilities to make sure that that's the man that she should be with. So it's the same thing as women. You want that man to change. You want him to disrespect his mom and all that stuff. You got to make sure that you be his mom. Not his mom like you take care of him, give his money, but make sure when he make decisions, you give him, even if he make the wrong decision, you're still there for him. That's what parents do. That's what parents are. So you can change somebody, but it's up to that person to believe in that love. I mean, it's so deep out here that right now it's about sex and material things for somebody to believe that that's that guy. I'm seeing so many breakup when it comes to just celebrities and stuff like that. Marriages just don't work right. It's because you're not going back to that old school style. Get to know that person. Matter of fact, no, fuck getting known. Understand that person. So as soon as you walk in, you know when that person is having a bad day. You know when that person's not doing right. That's what a man and a woman wants. If I got to tell you, and it's so hard for me, it's because I'm a single parent, been raising my daughter for the last 12 or 13 years. As you see, though, she does hair, but she don't get her hair done. So for a man raising a woman, there's certain things that I can't teach her. I can't teach her how to be a woman. I can't teach her how to braid hair. So she goes to the Africans and she, I have to pay, sometimes she has to hustle to pay, but $200, $300 for her hair to get done. Now, if I date a woman and if I got to tell you to help her do her hair, then you're really not the one for me. It's because if you have a boy, a young man, and his father is in his life or not in his life, but you take more time with him, I guarantee you that man, if he likes you or feeling you, he's going to add that child or that boy to his life. He's going to take him to get haircuts. He's going to talk to him. He's going to show him things in life that you can't show him. And you ain't got to tell him that. So it's the same thing as a woman. If you come with a baggage, make sure that the small signs add up to the big signs. There's kids who I dealt with because I dealt with their parents who still call me dad to this day. And to the beginning, I always tell them, I'm not your dad, but I guide them right. So for them to still call me dad, later years of life, and their parents done move on, but they still call me dad, that's something that's earned. That's something that you can't take away. Listen to when people talk to you. Listen to the statements and the definitions of when they're talking to you. That'll let you know when you're exceeding in life. Just because you might not got the big car you want or the big house you want. See, those are material things, but when it comes, you got to learn to accept it. And when you accept it, you will know how to deal with it. We're going to take losses in life, man. That's just a part of life. But the part is growing from it, learning from it, and teaching our seeds and our kids that. It's because they're going to experience on what you experience with your kids, and your kids are going to experience on what your mama taught you and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, we're going to go into break and come back. Can a woman change a bad boy good? I wanted some questions so I can go ahead and get back to the lab. You know what it is. Next 100, Snap Judgment.
Never tell them what we know. Homie got jammed with a kilo. Took that shit like a Geo. I got a family to feed. Do this shit for my people. Yeah. Tryna make a meal off Vivo. Still tryna find my way like Nemo. Still digging from the man in the Regal. Still hand in hand, fuck all the Pinot laws. Guess it's different when your dreams involved. I got expensive taste. Guess I'm just cut from a ski, no cloud. I got that secret sauce. Selling peace for fall. I need a piece of y'all. Fuck 'em, I need it all. That's the type of time that we be on. Any hood, I keep my pieces on. Got a couple hitters with a couple clickers. Keep the oven with them, you'll be Sunday dinner. If you fucking with us, run it up with niggas. If you up against us, then it's fuck them niggas. I done loved the nigga, couldn't trust the nigga. I done love my bitch, but still was fucking bitch. Wasn't running and I fucked it up and then I had to backtrack. Get the trap back, pumping like my cardiac flat. Fresh cut, no cat. Free Chico bang, he a demon. Free him. Free Wizzy, whoa, he a genius. Free him. Fuck that little bitch, then I leave her. Fuck that little bitch, I don't need her. Caught her high, once seen the Reaper. Guess I'm still here for a reason. These niggas guilty of treason. Boy, I'm so high, not a fever. We move that work like it's legal. Slide through your block like I'm Devo. Fat and diamonds in Rico. Never tell them what we know. Homie got jammed with a kilo. Took that shit like a Geo. I got a family to feed. Do this shit for my people. Yeah. Niggas still in back was evil. Still tryna get a ticket like Regal. Cinema up in the streets. Got tools Home Depot. My nigga told no repo. He know we don't speak no more, cause he broke the G code. I got that secret sauce. Peace for y'all, I scale it. Peace my dog. I go to my piece of crosses. She wanna link with bosses. I see the D's, I'm off this bitch, I'm a beast. I saw those things on Forbes. I'm tryna be on the Forbes. That's on my team. I went to Green and Forest. I don't fuck with niggas, fuck them bitches if they ain't sucking dick or fucking. I don't do no cuffing. I was young and fell in love with bitches that was fucking niggas. Now I'm fucking bitches on my Snapchat. I'm a king bitch that's sending blackjack. I was supposed to buy my bitch a ring, instead I bought a ringtone for my trap jack. Spend time I can't get that back.
Remember being broke, wishing for a handout, nigga, I don't wanna dab that. Nah. Previously, won't hit genius. Speech, go making the rest of the demon. Speaking my pain and they feel me like deacon. Young nigga preach. Fuck that little bitch, she gon' leave her day kicking that dirty like FIFA. Still nigga, fuck the police. Balenciaga arenas. This is rap Simmons, not no more Adidas. I sold that shit like it's legal. Sold that like it was a legal. I gotta eat.
We move that work like it's legal. Fly through your block like a deal. Fat and diamonds and regal. Never tell them what we know. Homie got jammed with a kilo. Took that shit like a Cheeto. I got a family to feed. Do this shit for my people.
Hey, Walker on the top, running through the guap.
You want it? Wells, what up next? You ready? Spear show wild by the way, huh? Still whipping them birds like Popeye. So crack to your father, look in your Popeyes. All true, but here's where the guap lies. I get you fitted for a suit, I got block ties. My shooter clutch mag, 03. Fuck bag, code dick. Touch cash, OT. Then I mustache, goatee. Money, power, respect. D-weather the guap. Or what you expect? I push D-weather or not. If rap money stopping, they not calling for shows. Cause back on the block, they still calling for O's. Hoes mad at me. I told her I need space, she went and bought me a Galaxy. Too busy, baby whipping, don't be mad at me. Coke in a remote location, no batteries, God.
She said she fell in love with a dope boy. She like designer bags and flat dress. Cause it's stupid, the rest game stupid. Going dumb, stupid. I almost had my trigger finger tryna cook it up. Tryna cook it up. I almost had my trigger finger tryna cook it up. Speed limit in the rental, we ain't taking no chances. Walking through the trap house with some backup dancers. Got me in my bag, nigga, sitting in his sack. Pull that brick out, shit look like a rabbit in the hat. Breaking down the whole package to the backbone. Download a scale last for the iPhone. Then half this, fuck around and bring them drums in. I hit Fred, broke the channel with the chopsticks. I'm so Tupac, Cold Chiller Dog, Frank Lucas, picture perfect in his chinchilla coat. Fast step in the way, ain't got that outfit looking lovely. Man jumped off the polo, started playing rugby. Stamps on the bag say Gucci. Situation fishy, roll up on him like some sushi. Stop bringing in this luggage, that make no sense. The stash box on go, baby, don't trip. She said she fell in love with a dope boy. She like designer bags and flat dress. Cause it's stupid, the rest game stupid. Going dumb, stupid. I almost had my trigger finger tryna cook it up. Tryna cook it up. I almost had my trigger finger tryna cook it up. Everything jankin'. Got me slow cooking in the Matrix. Bagging in the basement. They ain't had no rooms at the days in.
Stainless steel, I'm stirring to my arm cramp. Ceiling fan on cause the road damp. Come on, get it together. Golden Frederico, D-Weathers, you know. Go.
She said she fell in love with a dope boy. Going to the dumb, stupid. She said she fell in love with a dope boy. Almost had my trigger finger trying to cook it up.
What's up, Atlanta? This is DJ Tonka from a new show called Hit the Streets Mix Show, where we'll be spinning the latest hip-hop, R&B, dancehall, and more. Be sure to tune in every Friday night from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. on ATL's Next 100, powered by IBNX Radio Network.
You already know what it is, boy. It's your boy JThurst and the Snap Judgement Show. NX 100 ATL's finest. Now, when you're back, man, like I said, we want to go back to the question was, can a woman change a bad boy good? I want to start, like I said, we talked to the adults, so I got my daughter involved. And like I said, you know, we already know that we deal with kids' influence. So nowadays, let's talk to the kids and see that, is that true? Can a woman change a bad boy good?
Honestly, in my opinion, no.
Why?
I don't think so.
Why you can't?
If he's in the streets, you can't change him. You can't.
So how old are you?
15.
So 15, what's in the streets at 15 years old? He should be home like studying.
Drugs. money, really.
So is there a lot of kids 14, 15 years old who's in the streets who's hustling,
Yes.
selling drugs?
Yes.
For real?
Yep.
And see, and that's where it comes from because, like I said, everything starts from the growth. You know, I thought selling drugs and I thought hustling for my family was it, but nobody sat me down and told me the do's and the don'ts of it. And I know nowadays we wasn't smoking weed at 14, 15. Probably some of us was, but it was more of regular weed. But now they doing it. They're doing it more. So in your school, you in what? What grade you in?
I'm in 9th.
You in 9th grade. So tell me some of the things that you've seen in school that you just probably knew that wasn't right when it comes to boys.
Carrying guns, really. Smoking weed in the bathrooms.
So see, growing up, these are for the older kids, like, we smoked weed outside. Like, we went off the school premises. We went behind the school bus. You know, we went off campus. Matter of fact, we went during break, went to somebody's car who had a car and went to smoke a joint, then come back. So they're doing it in schools now?
In the bathrooms, yeah.
And that's so disrespectful because now you see it when you go to clubs and they say don't bring weed and you go in the club and they do it in the club. So to me, those are the ones that was doing it in school. You see how things repeat itself, and then you wonder why you get in trouble and stuff. The things you do when you're young, it carries on to when you get older. And this is where we say that what's the definition? That's the definition of a bad guy. And this is somebody who's, matter of fact, this is your first year in high school, and you ain't been in high school because you've been on virtual. So this is middle school. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's how deep it is, man. You know, in middle school, we was just humping. We couldn't wait to get to high school. So if you're doing this in middle school, then what is high school? What you prepare high school to be like once the virtual go back and you're actually going? What do you expect high school to be like?
I just hope it don't be like my middle school year.
So what did you see in your middle school year that you probably say like, I regret seeing this going on? What if I accept this, then this might go on for my next 4 years, because the next 4 years of your life is your next really important years on what you're gonna do, what you're gonna be, and where you're going in life. So what from middle school that you'd be like, I hope this doesn't happen in high school? What's the worst you've seen?
Really, the worst I seen was kids really trying to kill each other, like in front of you.
And see, and it's so private because we don't talk to our children like this. We don't talk to our children until it gets too late. We expect Principal Johnson or Miss Johnson or Miss Jackson to call you and let you know what your kids are doing. If you're not having these intimate conversations with your kids prior to school, then, let's be honest. We was raised to, when we go to school and when we get out, we saying either you go to college or you work for someone. But for me, what I've been through, I really don't want my kids to work for nobody once they get out. So what I'm doing is setting up situations for them so when they get in their 12th grade, they have options. Set options up for your children. If you want to go out here and have sex at a young age and have kids while you're in high school, then guess what? When you get older, you're not going to be in position to have your kids doing something unless you built into money or you was guaranteed the money. My family, I wasn't built into money. That's why I had to work to get to where I'm at, so my kids won't have to struggle on what I have to. There's so many accolades and things I've been through. I don't want them to go through that. And we're so caught up with our parents going through it, they're trying to guide us and show us. Matter of fact, tell us on how to do it. But if they experience it, then how they know? Because they're going on what Miss Karen said across the street when she was already born into money. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it. Let's talk to your kids at an early age and understand the things that they're going through. Now, there's a situation that we're gonna go on air. We're gonna keep it 100. This year, my daughter ran away twice, and as a parent, when I first did it, I was scared. Because, she was in a situation where, matter of fact, we're going to sit here and talk about it. She was in an area where I seen on First 48. She might not know the streets, but I know where the streets was. She was on Memorial Drive. Now, Memorial Drive, huh?
It was horrible.
It was horrible, exactly. So, if she don't know what Memorial Drive is and she's young, I know what Memorial Drive is about. It's on First 48. So just because it might have changed since the 80s or 90s, it's still the same area. It's just different people and different things going on now. Back then it was drugs, now it's trafficking kids. So what was your experience with that?
My experience was I'll never do it again. I was beaten very bad and had to be in the hospital for 3 to 4 weeks. Couldn't really leave the hospital, having suicidal thoughts, and wasn't able to sleep because thinking about them 3 nights I was gone and being beaten on.
But for your first instant, what made you want to leave in the first place? What made you want to run away?
Really wanted to see, since everybody keeps talking about how the streets are just so easy, I just wanted to see, was it actually easy? And it's really not.
Okay, now, the second time, what made you want to do it then?
I don't know what I was thinking the second time.
You see? These are the conversations that we have to talk to our kids about. You know, a lot of runaways. And of course, I care about my kids. Now, she can tell you the first time, yes, I went viral, you know, all that stuff, and we had people waiting for her. But the second time, I really didn't go out there and chase her. I really didn't go out there, and I went in a neighborhood that hurt. This time, she was on Cleveland Avenue. So it's like you going to, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep on. This is the things that we need to. Our kids are learning how to be men and women by watching the internet and letting people control on what they see and what they hear. And a lot of people is not real. Everybody on there is not who they say they want to be, who they think they are. And once you get around them, to me, Instagram and Facebook is more like jail. If you ever been to jail or prison, you know what I mean? Some people you go to jail and prison, they be like, oh man, I was the man on the streets. I'm just doing this. So why you ain't got no books? Why ain't nobody coming to see you? Why ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Why you ain't got all this? You could be whoever you want to be when you in jail or in prison until you meet somebody from your hood who come in there, then they gonna tell you, no, that nigga was this, that nigga wasn't doing that. It's a difference of hustling and hustling. It's a difference of being in the streets and being in the streets. Like being in the streets, man, it's like you getting a pack and you out there all day till the sun come up. You ain't never going home until that's just finished. Being in the streets is just you just in the hood, in the neighborhood, and you surround people and you just there because they know who you are. It's a difference. Because when you into them streets, that pack that nigga got, that nigga gave you, he want his money, whether it's hail, sleet, snow, or rain. So he gonna make sure it's gonna get done. And he's coming to see you, whether it's $5, $10, $20, short, he's coming to see you. And these the real things back in the days. I don't know how it is now because I'm not out there. But these is when I knew. Scared to get a pack from somebody. If I ain't got no money to buy it, I don't want it. If I owe somebody, he's giving it to me, this is what you want to do? You out here fronting for a piece of tail, some Jordans, or a gold chain? That's what I thought was it back in the days, was having a gold chain and some Jordans. You had that, but you had to go on, and it seemed like it's now. You have 4 gold chains and some Jordans, some Balenciagas, whatever this stuff they call now, and you got it going on. But you're staying in your mama riding martyr. So let's come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? We have to keep 100 and teach each other, man. This life out here, they giving us money so we can mess up, so we can be dumb and ignorant. And we know we're not dumb and ignorant. So we got to be smarter than that. Now they scared to give us that money and stuff like that. Why? It's because now we open a business. Now we're giving each other opportunities to do something. I want a team. I'm already a CEO. I'm looking for somebody who can help me. I can do it myself, but it's going to take longer. As you see, I had to take back in 2020 and define of who I am. Where am I going? What do I have? What can I offer? What do I got to start up? If you didn't listen to the 10 topics that I said to make you a successful business partner, I'm going to run it down you again. Number 1 is being passionate. If you listen to the Snap Judgement show, man, I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about what I say. It's coming from the heart. This ain't no script. I just came from a 2-hour show, and I just came here within the next 10 minutes, and this is all off the brain. I'm not writing. I wrote my 10 things down, but what I'm saying is coming from the heart. It's not scripted. That means it's real. Number 2, I can't do it alone. I brought my daughter here. I'm bringing anybody else who see the vision, who can see the things. You're not going to get opportunities if you're not out here doing it and people can see that what you're doing in life. People's not going to invest in you if they don't see your opportunities. Yeah, you're not going to be the best. We all want to do the best and be the best when we're doing things in life. But trust me, starting off, I want to fuck up. I want to mess up. Why? Because it's only going to make me better. I don't care what people think. Some people think I'm great. Some people think I'm a sucker. Some people think this. So what? I'm not caring about that. I know who I am. I know I know my capability. I know what I'm about. Number 3, stay while you're employed. Yes, I'm working. I'm working at FedEx. So guess what I'm doing? I'm gaining with somebody who does his business. I'm trying to get 3 trucks to do Snap Judgement Enterprise. Is going to go into that. So like I'm building businesses on top of that. So guess what? The Snap Judgement is going to be building off my employment. Like you can work for somebody, but use that job to invest in yourself. Especially if you got the knowledge and the skills to do it. Only you know your wealth. Nobody else. You know what you're worth. If not, somebody's going to do it. Come on. Get clients and businesses. Businesses is calling me. Yo, can I promote on your show? Yeah, you can put on my show. I would shot you. I would do that. Help me help you. That's what it's about. Scratch my back. I scratch yours. Stop worrying about getting a nickel off a 10 cent. Everybody too busy trying to double up. 1 cent is better than nothing. 2 cents better than nothing. $1 is better than what you don't have. But if you keep building that up and keep doing it, that's called hustling. We want to spend 50, we want to get 100. Sometimes that's not going to happen. Sometimes you're going to spend 50, you might get 60 back. You might get 70 back, but guess what? That's 10 more. And you keep doing it, keep flipping it. Then when that double do come up, you done did that too many times. When that double up come up, you're already on top. Matter of fact, you ahead of the game. Let's not watch movies for the wrong reason. Do your research. Do your research on things. Learn it. Seize the downfall. See if that's what you like. Only you know what you're doing. Your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your friends don't know what you like or who you are. Only you know that. And only you can do it. You got to put forth the effort. Because today is only today. Once you lose today, you're not going to get that back. Once time passes by, a clock lies to you twice. If a clock's broke at 8:31, it's going to lie to you at 8:31 in the morning and 8:31 in the afternoon. At 8:32, it's still going to sit there. So guess what? That clock lying to you. Because it's not 8:31, it's 8:32. But it's going to tell you the truth at 8:31 in the morning and the afternoon. Come on, man. You can't get time back once you get it. Get professional help. Get some lawyers. Get some people who've been there and done that and talk to them. So what? You got to spend a couple dollars. You got to spend money to get money. Stop trying to save. Saving will get you in trouble. Because if you pass away, what you going to do with it? Your family's going to fight about it. They're going to hate each other. Over a measly $1,000. Split between 5 people. Are you really seriously? Then your insurance money. Once your insurance money get back and they bury you, they ain't going to left with nothing. They all going to be hating because you ain't leave them nothing. Set them up for success so they don't have to argue about that. Set them up for success so they know they'll be all right. So they can grow from your death. Don't put them in debt because you're in debt. Get your kids an LLC right now. I don't care if they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Get them an LLC right now so once they get in 12th grade and they go get a business loan, that business has been open for how long you put it open. That's an accord for them. Instead of putting yourself in debt, let them go there and get themselves their own. And their business been open for 5 or 6 years. That's a start. They didn't teach you that in school, did they? No, I just gave you some knowledge for free. My kids got an ALC, just started last year. So when they get to 12, it's been open for 6 years. So what? They ain't made no money off of it. So what? Guess what? It's been a business for 6 years. That's better than some of y'all for 6 months. Let them earn their credit because they give it to them because they're young anyway. But if you teach them why they're doing it, when they get that accolade and they get that money, they'll know what to do with it. They know how to handle it. They know how to invest in it. That's why they're here. I'm teaching them as I'm walking the same time, man. Don't give them something they don't know nothing about. You're defeating the purpose. Make sure the money is lined up. Make sure the money that you spend is lined up. Like I said, we're going to keep going to make sure that y'all prepared for the next journey. You're going to make sure your kids are straight. You already know what it is, man. JThurst, Snap Judgement. Next 100.
Booty go what? Booty go what? Booty go what? Booty go get that, get that. Booty go put that, put that. Booty go what? Booty go what? Booty go what? Booty go what? Booty go put that, put that. Booty go get that, get that. Booty go what? 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 For bulldog, make him get back. I ain't with the talk or the chit chat. Oh yeah, ain't that shit, better sit back. Oh, y'all gon' be the next one to get they snatched. Millie G's at the cage, he was bucking. Get out, cause I'm allergic to the cuffing. And I ain't with the talk or discussions. Know some that is usually for nothing. I told Dre that's a new Tom Brady. Ain't no bread cause they lazy. Let me tell you what I take me. It's all I know I be flexing. And I did 15 on my check-ins. And it's big Louboutin when I'm snapped at. And it's big 38 for the wet day. Or I call JR with the West Side. The pro traffic on me like filet-o. Know you got the apes on the payroll. Fly through your block with a Draco. Get none, don't move, I say no. Dunk on that Tatum. All of y'all stay with the souls. Got 23 sanctions. 4-4 bulldog, make him get back. I ain't with the talk or the chit-chat. Oh yeah, ain't better sit back. Or y'all gon' be the next one to get they snatched. Millie G's at the cage, he was bucking. Get out cause I'm allergic to the cuffing. And I ain't with the talk or discussions. Know some that is usually for nothing. Sun out, gun out, run down, run now. Flow see the jungle to the playground. Bag up the chop, you gon' spray rounds. Big Fendi bag, no spray grab. Ain't for your head, we don't spray grab. Everybody know that I'm TG. I'm still in the hood, smoking hit like. Do you know the 09, they be 2T. Posted in the flows, they be wildin'. Brody got locked for the hammer. Free rock, get off the island. 09 to the clock like them ways. And I keep a chop like Sensei. Move high, I ain't say none. Cause I'ma lay low till I take up. 4-4 bulldog, make him get back. I ain't with the talk or the chit chat. Oh yeah, ain't that shit, better sit back. Or you gon' be the next one to get they snatched. Millie G's at the cage, she was bucking. Get out cause I'm allergic to the cuffing. And I ain't with the talk or discussions. Know some that is usually for nothing.
If you are who you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. If I extended my hand and I asked you to dance, would you say cool and I say perfect? Get to acting like you want it, girl, and I'll be at your service like a deacon or a usher. Shit, I promise not to hurt you. Shit, I put you in better things, have fun while we coexist. They don't do it right. Hey, lil' mama, picture this. I'm out to make everlasting memories. Mommy, let's take a trip. She say, what I gotta bring? I say, baby, don't even trip. I get your raspberry, pink dolphin, strawberry. Gucci made for sleepwalking, the view vary. Around every corner, Mona Lisa art stationary. I'm a visionary, glancing at what my vision tell me. You the shit, mama, in case you ain't smell something. Loud on a nigga like somebody yell something. I'm buying if you selling something, but send a message to the sky if you're mailing something. Because I'm one hell of a guy, and we can sell this world, you and I. Girl, I get so high, we might flow over a sky until the weekend. We won't come back until July. Girl, I get so high, you and I. No, way it's supposed to be. I say I get so high, you and I. No. Look, and I still do it like I'm supposed to. He gon' push you in coach. I put you behind the cockpit, mommy, just let me coach. I never mean to expose you. I do this shit for the coach. If not, I wouldn't have approached you. I understand the way my living different. He gon' put you in the kitchen. I'ma put you in position, cause that's the way the Supreme's supposed to be. At least to me, shit, I get it out the mud. You get to clean the seats. Vibe sky laid back so the stars can see. You in the perfect movie and it's co-starring me. Only nigga to play the part is Meech. Fuck around, play hide, go seek. You hide, I seek. All I find, I keep. This could be our little secret, long as you wanna keep it, dig? And you be back to relax when the peak hit. And see your ass home when the sleep mix gone. Oh, I'm one hell of a guy, and we can sell this world, you and I. Girl, I get so high, we might flow over a sky until the weekend. We won't come back until July. Girl, I get so high, you and I. No, way it's supposed to be. I say I get so high, you and I. No.
hip hop and R&B.
The only station.
For hip hop and R&B.
ATL's Next 100.
You already know what it is, man. NX 100, your boy JThurst with the Snap Judgement Show. Before we go, man, I want to thank everybody out here who gave me a text, a shout out, or a post, or even a phone call for my birthday. If you took time out your day just to give me a shout out, that means a lot. There's a lot of people out here who don't have love and who don't have support. So sometimes it's just the little things that you do. I'm not articulate on big things. I'm just a small things. What I do for you, I might not want done for me, but still I want the same accolades on you just getting up, showing me love, and I appreciate that for all those Aquariuses and all those Capricorns that's out there that's celebrating a birthday today. Make sure when you wake up tomorrow that you get up there and say, thank you. I have another day to get it right. Because somebody's not going to wake up in the morning. Those are facts. So one of the things we do know that somebody's not going to wake up. But I hope it's me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I want to celebrate and embrace and enjoy my life as I'm here. You know, that's why my kids are here. I want them to see, I want them to understand what's going on. You know, we don't know when that time may take. But at the end of the day, as we said, can a woman change a bad boy? To my circumstance, she can. But make sure everything's lined up, make sure it's in order. And the same thing, as they say, can a man change a hoe to a housewife? You know, we all heard that line, but good luck on that one. I can't answer that because I'm just telling you from a man, you can change a bad boy. If you watch Power, I'm a big fan of Power. You see Ghost, Angela changed him. It wasn't wifey. It wasn't Tasha. It was Angela. Because she had everything that he wanted. She made him feel like a man. She made him feel secure. She made him feel like, I'm all right when I got in trouble. And that's all we want. Everybody wants to be secure. You know, we want to live that legacy when our parents pass, that we make sure that we are secure to make sure we all right. I grew up with an uncle. I grew up with my uncles and their aunts. I grew up with my grandfather with his grandmother. Just didn't grow up with my dad, with my mom because he passed away. But, you know, I grew up around a mom and dad together raising their family. And that is important. We're losing the accolades because we're too busy worrying about the images and the things that's going on in life. So you can change them, but you got to make sure you got the things in life. So like I said, it's like a job. You want that job, and that job has everything you want, that person's going to do whatever that person needs to get to the top of that job because he wants that job. So same thing as the relationship. I'm going to do whatever it needs to do it. Yeah, we're going to go through our bad times. We're going to fuss with the management. We're going to get argument, but they're going to understand where I come from, so we're going to make the same mistake. Same thing as a relationship. You keep cheating, it's not going to work. You keep cheating, the next incident had to be something different. Same thing with a job. You keep making the same mistake, nah, we don't want you. So like I keep saying, a job is like a relationship. If you want it and you really need it, you will make the sacrifices, you will make the changes for it to work. And that's just how it is. It's called employment. You're just making sure that you're secured for the rest of your life. We call it 401k. Now it's called insurance claims. So it's the same thing. So make sure that the person that you say, I love you to, make sure you mean those words. Make sure you understand the meaning of I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're going to make mistakes. Mistakes is like life. Don't run out on that guy or run on that female because your first incident. That first argument will let you know if you're really ready for the next step. Cheating, that's the least. We all see lust. I already know, man. I was in love with Holly Berry, Stacey Dash, and all that. So back when I was growing up, but I knew that I was in love with so many women. They all different, all the same. But I know what I like. So it's the same thing in life. Know what you like. We all have toys. Let's keep it 100. I have my hand. I've been locked up before, so I'm gonna keep 100 since we on air. You know, Jay-Z don't know, but you know I had Beyonce, and at that time Nelly. I had Ashanti. She don't know, but I had plenty of chicks in the streets that I did with. Cause you know I did what I need to do to make sure that was good. That ain't cheating. It's being 100. But when it come to flesh and bones, when it come to love, when it come to spending time, it's only one I'm with. Cause we all have them times in life. But know how you spend it. Know how you do it. If you out here acting messy, you're going to have a messy relationship. You're going to have a messy life. You out here being quiet, nobody knows about it, secretive. That's why I love the motto that Bad Boy got. Bad Boys Rose in Silent. Stop letting everybody know what you do or what they think that you think you're doing. Learn to keep your stuff behind closed doors. Keep your business in your crib. Keep your business between you and them. Your best friend, your mom, your sister, them, they need to know what's going on in life. Only you need to know what's going on so you can fix it. Because everybody gonna have their ups and downs, everybody gonna have their wrongs and opinions about it. And if you agree with their opinion, you're gonna go with them, relationship's not gonna go wrong. Because once they pass away, you want that person to be like, they got me. I don't know what it feels like to have a man in my life, but I know what it is to have children in my life. My man in my life right now is my 2 boys. That's Takis and Jermaine Jr. So all the brothers and the fathers I was chasing, I got that in my children. All the women I was chasing, all the women I wanted since I'm a single dad, was in my daughter Janala and Alexis. But I had to teach them first before I go on and try to teach somebody else on what I like and what I am to understand me. Understand yourself before you try to let somebody else understand you. Understand where you're going. Understand what you want. This word's life, oh man, it'll eat you up if you're not prepared for it. That's why we was raised right, taught wrong. Understand what you're going, understand what you're doing. So when somebody come to you and explain to you why you do it, you have a great blueprint and tell them why so they'll understand it. Because nobody understands you but you. It's been a great 2020. I don't know about everybody else. Yeah, we lost so many people, but I'm still here. All I can do is represent for them. Hopefully I make it to 2021. You know, now they're saying that the epidemic is getting getting worse, but now they're using the COVID for the flu season. Hank Aaron, man, we lost a legend. Died in his sleep. And just got the vaccine 2 weeks ago. But they're not saying it was because of that. They're not answering stuff like that. But I guaranteed if it was Bill Clinton or somebody else like that, they would have told us. But you know your body. I don't get sick that much. I don't need no vaccine. I don't even get the flu. I got the flu somewhere. 45 years of my life, got the flu 2 times in my life. I've been sick probably 15, 20 times in my life. And I'm 40-some years old. Like, I know what to do. I know how to keep healthy. Stop letting the world dictate on your life and what you need to do. You know your life better than anybody else. We all listening to what people think is good for us. If you go to a mechanic, the first thing he's going to say to you, what's wrong with your car, right? And he's going to tell you. He'd have 40 cars that say that. It's not starting right. Trust me, I'm not a mechanic. I ain't been to school for that. But I know if your car ain't starting, it's either the alternator or the battery. And I had to go to school for that. So there's certain things. So a doctor's going to tell you what it is. He's going to tell you the diagnosis. I could tell you if you're bipolar or not. And I ain't had to go to school for that. School just gets you in debt. But knowledge will make you understand what's going on. That's all they're giving you. Instead of paying for it, you teach you that. But pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings, man. We love you and keep grinding. Like we said, man, give those who give you praise, follow those who follow you, accept those who accept you for who you are, not what you can do or what you can be in. You're old enough now to understand. Pass that down to your kids so your kids will understand that. Let them know that there's going to be so many people out there that's going to eat them up, try them up, and you're going to test them. Let them prepare that so they know when it comes to it, this is that person dad or my mom told me about. Because they're not warned about it, then they won't know. Best friends only come in a handful. There's so many people out there who say my best friend was in middle school, high school, but how many of them are your friends now? Where they at now? Handful of them you don't even know. But when it comes to real life, the ones who are there when they know, because they understand, those are the ones you build with. Those are the ones who are going to love you and respect you. And they're gonna tell you when you're wrong. Just learn to accept it and roll with it. I want to give a shout out to everybody who follows Snap Judgement. Like I said, Robert Hubbard, I see you checking in. Misty Royal, like these are people who knew me and understand me. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the situation I am now. So I really give a shout out. I told you I would always give y'all a shout out, no matter what we've been through in life. Yeah, we had our bad times. If you ain't had no bad times with the person that you say you love, no bad times to say the person that you was been with, then it wasn't true love. It wasn't real. You ain't got to be my brother for you to fight with me. But if you my dude and we fought and but I still came back, it means I cared for you, bro. Man, I liked you. I ain't got to talk behind your back, because what I say behind your back, I say in front of your face. I might not say your name, but just because I talk about you and say about you, that means it hurt me. But at the end of the day, we all got to share our love, share our support. We have to support each other. I don't care about where you been, who you know, where you been at, where you going. We all trying to fight the same battle. We all trying to get to the top and be successful for us and our kids. We all trying to make our parents and our people proud. So in the same essence, man, nobody came up with the 5 people and the 5 tones, so it's $25 I saved. That's going to be for next week. Matter of fact, next week is going to be $50. For the same $25 somebody gave me, I'm going to give it, so it's going to be $50 next week. Should have paid attention. It's the only way I'm going to make it grow, for you to pay attention. I don't want it, don't need it, but it's for y'all. So I appreciate it. Make sure you go to nxnetwork.com. Follow us. Follow Snap Judgment, man. Next 100 ATL, man, we are here. We are following. We ain't going nowhere. I want to thank them during the bad times when I was going through my incident, sick. They called and checked up on me. That's why I'm here. I'm here because family treated me like family. So guess what? They're my family now. They're helping my family to be successful. So guess what? I'm helping another family to help them be successful. I'd rather get something than nothing because nobody never gave me the opportunity. So what? What people think. Somebody like it. We're going to wrap it up. And we want to say, make sure you're tuning in next week, 7-5. I got a special guest. But make sure you tune into Snap Judgment, which is S.N.A.P._Judgment on IG for my next guest next week. If you want to follow me on Facebook, like you already know, it's Jermaine Snap Thurston. Or you can come on, like I said, IBNXnetwork.com. Make sure .com and follow us. We also got my daughter here. You want to give your shout out before you leave? Anybody want to shout out?
Just you.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Just me. You know what I'm saying? Just making it work, man. Like I said, this is live. This is uncut. Like this is real. Make sure that we make sure that our children are set for success, because school's not going to teach them. They're going to prepare them, but they're not going to teach them. Make sure you do that. We was raised right, taught wrong. You know what it is, man. Snap Judgment.
Oh snap, get ready for beast mode. This that knowledge to feed your mind, body, and soul. Tune in, it's the Snap Judgment Show.